How did you answer this question as a kid? What do you want to be when you grow up? Well, to even have that ability to answer that question is kind of a luxury because it takes a lot of effort to work toward a goal like that, whatever it may be. It's also very common to not have any idea at all, depending on how old you are. Several studies have been done over the years, and some say half of college graduates don't work at all in the field that they set out to study. That's because big decisions can be made late in life, and sometimes they're life-changing decisions. And to accommodate for that, Boise Police Department is changing their standards for recruits to become an officer. It's a move they say is a win-win because, well, Boise is growing and the department needs to keep up. Here's Andrew Bartline.
Not everyone gets to say they love what they do for a living.
This is a great profession and one that I'm extremely proud to have been a part of now for 27 years.
But recruiting the next batch of officers to share that passion hasn't been easy for the Boise Police Department.
There's a lot of challenges and a lot of competition for talented people.
Officer Tammany Brooks is the Deputy Chief of Police at BPD. He's directly involved in recruiting efforts, and right now, the Boise Police Department is short 32 officers.
That shortage is not only based on people who have retired or left the profession, but also it's signs of a growing city and recognition of the fact that Boise is one of the fastest growing cities in our nation.
In response, the Boise Police Department is lowering the educational standard to be a police officer. Previously, a candidate needed 60 college credits to be considered, the equivalent of an associate's degree. Now, an applicant only needs a high school diploma or a GED.
Our primary focus on recruiting efforts really should be here in the Treasure Valley. Providing this opportunity for those people now, I think, is just fantastic.
Instead, Boise Police is looking to provide officers with a pathway to education, rather than allowing education to be a barrier.
The training that we can provide here is just phenomenal.
John Tucker chairs the Public Safety Programs Department at the College of Western Idaho. And through a form called a Professional Learning Assessment, Boise police officers will earn college credit for completing the police academy.
We've provided the curriculum of the police academy to CWI, and they've looked at and taken the experiential learning that occurs during the police academy and correlated that to what they determined to be a sufficient amount of college units for the learning that took place during the academy.
It's the same thing if you went in and you joined our law program here and you were in that law program for 8 months, you're going to get those same credits.
Tucker's department at CWI works closely with police departments throughout the Treasure Valley.
Nampa, Caldwell, Meridian.
He says the demand for recruits is everywhere.
Looking for good quality candidates.
Boise Police believe shifting their focus will have success.
That priority should be placed on someone's content of character.
That's because the evidence is right in front of our eyes.
You know, going back to when I first started in this profession, I did not consider college, and I was actually hired as a high school dropout.
Brooks started working full-time when he was 16 years old, and the idea to become a police officer never crossed his mind until his early 20s.
It wasn't until I met my soon-to-be wife, she was a victim of road rage, and when we went to the local police department to file a report, it was there that she actually just said to me, you know, I think you would be a good police officer.
She was right, and the department Brooks started at in California only required a GED. Brooks checked all the boxes.
And so I'm fortunate that I was given that opportunity at a young age, even though growing up I didn't know this was going to be the direction that I headed.
Brooks stayed at that department for 26 years and rose to police chief. And it's that same opportunity he's looking to pass on to the next, right here in Boise.
So once they become a police officer, the growth and development shouldn't stop there. We should be continually looking to expand their horizons to help develop them not only professionally but personally as well.
And to be clear, Brooks has heavily invested in his education since becoming a police officer. He has a bachelor's and a master's degree, and lowering that standard from an AA, Brian, down to a high school diploma or a GED, it's not like they're abandoning an industry standard. I want to make that clear. If you go to any police department, it's different everywhere you go. Some want a bachelor's degree. That department he was at in California just wanted a high school diploma or a GED. It's not like there's a standard fix, and Boise is diverting away from that. They're just moving their standard down at a time where they think it's necessary.
Well, that tells me two things. Either they can't find enough people qualified to reach that standard, that AA standard, and so they have to lower it, or those that do qualify just don't want to be cops. I mean, is that kind of how things are shaping up right now?
Well, it's tough too. I mean, they have 100 candidates right now, I believe, in the pipeline who have applied, who are looking to see if they would fit. It's like a 10% success rate of people that get through. So of those 100, maybe 10 will get through.
Yeah.
So opening up that pool as
Yeah,
much as they
wider pool,
can,
yeah.
focusing on content of character, they think they're going to have success going that direction. And anecdotally, and Officer Brooks' case, that's what happened.
That's what happened for him. All right, thank you very much, Andrew.